Welcome back to Desire to Inspire. I am Dylan here with my boy Derf.
What's popping, baby?
Oh, same old man. So, as you know, as everyone knows, I'm now
Hmm.
in Ironman training. And something I've been thinking about a lot while I'm in this is getting out of your comfort zone.
Mm.
And what really made me think about this is fucking swimming, dude. Like, swimming doesn't sound that difficult, Like, everybody's been swimming since we were kids.
Hmm.
Well, I can't say everybody because motherfuckers can't swim. But for the most part, people have been swimming since we were kids. But I never really like thought about how hard swimming is, bro. Have you ever like swam like in like a pool where you're not just like lounging around drinking beers?
Uh, no, but yes. There was a quick story. I was on a vacation for my birthday last year, and I was with my family. We went down to the pool, and I told my sister's husband, I was like, "All right, let's take 5 laps." I was like, "I'll race you down and backs, not like laps, down and backs." Bro,
That's a lot.
after like two, I wanted to die.
Dude, I
It,
can only do about one down and back.
it was awful. So I guess to answer your question, no, I haven't, but yes, I know how strenuous it is from that one little instance.
I went my first day last week and I didn't realize like how much it's really going to target my core, but this shit was
Hmm.
horrible. And so then I went back another day, and then my coach sends like these things that you should be using for practice. So it's like these little like paddles, I guess, for your hand. And like they have a wrist strap and a finger strap, but he says just use the finger ones because if not, like it's gonna engage muscles that you don't want to. So like if you use the hand, it's gonna be like the most like it, but it's gonna help
Hmm.
you swim longer, faster. I don't really know. And there's the other thing, it's called a pull buoy, and it goes
Okay.
between your legs. So like it keeps you like this
Oh,
because I guess like when you're in a wetsuit, it like holds you up, but you can't use your legs. You're not kicking, and I guess that makes sense because I'm gonna be swimming 2.4 miles. If I kicked for that whole time, I would be exhausted. So
so
it
you
does
just use
help.
all upper body?
Yes, I swam for a mile the other day, dude. And like that was the only thing I could think of. Like when I got out of the pool, I'm like, it was a humbling experience, but it's like I am 100% out of my comfort zone. And like there's no turning back now. Like I'm committed. I've signed up and I
Yeah.
wouldn't turn back anyway, but it's like this shit's real. Like now I don't have a choice. And I think that by pushing yourself out of your comfort zone though, like you can really start to see like who you are and like grow and develop as a person. I don't think I know you're not going to grow if you just stay in the same place. So I
Hmm.
think like whatever this is, like pushing yourself out of your comfort zone is going to help you grow basically.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I mean, that's my motto in life. I look at all the things that are making me uncomfortable or have made me uncomfortable. And at the time, I thought there was no end to it. I thought I was always going to struggle with it, or I was going to like go back to what I was doing. And I mean, moving across the country, going away to college, starting a new job at a corporation that I knew nothing about. I mean, changing anything, but at all doing these podcasts. I hate
That's what
this.
I was going to say. Like even
Yeah.
this, like I've been doing it now for a while, so like it doesn't bother me. But you would think that that would translate to other things. It doesn't.
Yeah.
Hate speaking in front of people. I hate doing vlogs by myself because like this, it's a conversation. I'm talking to
Hmm.
you, so like it's nothing. When I sit down and I just talk to a camera, dude, it is fucking weird. Like it, I just don't like it. I'm like, people are gonna see this and be like, "What the fuck is this dude talking about? Like, what does he know?" And that's how I feel. And that's like an imposter syndrome type thing, I think. But it's just, I don't know, pushing yourself. I think everybody needs to push themselves more. We live in a very comfortable society.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, physically, there's not anything I'm doing right now that is getting me out of my comfort zone. I'm stagnant. That's why we talked about the last episode that we put out is I'm going to find something to challenge myself like you're doing. But from a more personal, professional standpoint, the new job that I'm in is challenging me. It's getting me out of my comfort zone. I have to present to like higher leadership about what
Fuck
I'm
that.
doing. Yeah. And so from that aspect, and even like reading more, like I told you that I was doing. So there's all those things that I think my mental state I'm challenging in. with reading, meditating, this new job, all of that stuff, desire to inspire, thinking of things that we can do, creating content around all of that. But from a physical aspect, I'm not doing anything different. And so I'm not seeing any gains good or
Right.
losses bad. But I mean, for instance, I know somebody that's super close to me recently, really scared when it comes to getting out of a situation that they're not comfortable with and stepping out of the comfort zone. And whether that's interviewing or whether that's even ordering pizza on the phone, some people get so freaked out about, or making a reservation. There's so many little things that bother other people that we don't see. So like you hearing somebody's scared to call to order a pizza, like some people that heightens their anxiety, or doing interviews heightens their anxiety. So they're not going to apply for jobs because they don't want to take the interview.
Mm-hmm.
But once they finally get the courage to do one interview, see it goes well, then they have courage to do more interviews, then they'll end up locking in the job. And now they'll be more comfortable and they'll look back and be like, God, why didn't I do this sooner? Why didn't I do this years ago? Or even moving for us. I mean, look at one of our really close friends moving across the country for him, and he's happier than I've ever seen him. It was great going to visit him. And now he's thriving, new job, new house, new location. And we get stagnant, we get comfortable because we forget what change is like. But look at what change does to you and look how much it makes you grow. And then you're going to start getting the itch that you're always going to want to change. And that's like you doing a full marathon, not doing a fucking Ironman.
Yeah.
Like,
I think that's big, is like when you're in it for so long, you don't realize like how comfortable you really are. But it's like then you don't want anything to change, but you have no idea what else is out there until you just jump into it. And that's not even, we always go to like move out of your hometown. That's a huge one though. Like think about like the adults that we know who have never left. And so all they know is this. I was listening to a podcast last week, and it was the dude was older than us. He's probably about 10 years too, but he was talking about his dad. And he was talking about how he like went through like this whole thing, like where he was finally realizing like that he had some kind of mental health issue. Like it had finally dawned on him. But who's he going to go to? He's like, he worked a blue collar job for 30 years. He grew up in the same town. He lived there his entire life. And he's like, and every guy in his circle is from the same place, grew up there, had the same job as him. He said, who does he turn to? Like, who do you have to talk to? And so I think it's even important to get out of your comfort zone, just because then you have more perspective for the people around you. Like if you stay, you're not helping anybody. You're all going to be in the same boat together. And who the fuck's going to come help you when that boat starts sinking?
Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy to think. I was talking to somebody, and they were even saying that they went back and visited people that they were close with and grew up with. And they were like, everybody has the same mindset. Everybody is doing the same thing. They don't think outside of the box. It's like, look at life and look what it has to offer you. Yep. And so, bro, when we went to Arizona, I was sitting in the golf cart and I was like, to my Uncle Chuck, I was like, you know what's crazy? I was like, some people never get to experience this. They don't get to go out and see what other golf courses look like, or what different landscapes are in different cities or states. Like there are some people that have never left their hometown. They don't know what else is out there to see. And that's what I thank God for every single day, is that I had not only the support behind me to be able to leave and go and step out. I thought I was going to be gone for 4 months, and here I am 3 years later, and I'm like, I'm never going back there. Mm-hmm. But that might be a thing too, is people don't have the support behind them or the motivation to push them out. And I thank God every day that I was able to come and see this side. And now I look at everybody back home and they're getting 7+ inches of snow, and we had ice for like 2 days here. And it's like, yeah, that's something little that I don't miss.
I had 7+ inches last week, but the difference is it's already gone. It was gone 2 days later. Like that's the difference. I could deal with that.
Yeah.
But yeah, 100% I get where you're coming from.
Yeah, it's taking risk. And I mean, even getting out of our comfort zone to do this. I mean, hopefully this leads to well, I know it's going to, but lead to the heights that we have envisioned for it. And we're just building right now, getting comfortable. All of this stuff, we're going to look back at and we're going to laugh, and we're going to remember the people that did and didn't support us.
It's a warm up.
Yeah, it's all going to get us to our goals. And that's like why, okay, we're getting microphones to make the quality better. Okay, we're going to start doing this to make the topics better, to make the videos better when it's editing, whatever it is. That's all stuff that we have to work on and end up mastering, which is getting us out of our comfort zone because it's making our brain think different ways. And so it's fun. Once you start realizing that the unknown is actually a lot better than the known, I think that's when life starts getting fun for you. And I think that's when the opportunities are endless.
Yeah, and the more you throw yourself into uncomfortable situations, the more comfortable you're gonna get being in that feeling. I used to get the worst anxiety about it. I kind of still do. I have like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't even want to say like regular anxiety. I have like social anxiety. Always feel like if I'm at a place, everybody's eyes are on me. And I've always been like this, like since I was a kid. Like I just feel like everybody's watching me. And I'm trying to like push myself out of that, which is kind of what this is. Cause now I feel like when I post something, everybody fucking sees it. Odds are the algorithm's feeding it to about 10% of my followers, anyways.
Yep.
So nobody's fucking seen it that doesn't want to see it and already interacts with my shit.
Yeah.
But it's just a weird feeling, man.
It
But
is. I was watching an episode, I think it was Dave Portnoy's podcast, him and Eddie that they do.
mhm.
And Eddie was asking him or telling him that in order to start a podcast, you need funding behind you. So that way you can have a production crew, you can have this and that. And Dave Portnoy looked at him and he was like, no, the fuck you don't. And I don't know how he said it. He was like, no, the fuck you don't, Eddie. He's like, if you have the drive that you want to do it, you'll figure out how to do it. He's like, you don't need everything around. And so they were going back and forth about if you needed somebody or you don't, like a production team
Right.
to set up the microphones, to set up this. And Dave's like, no, you go on YouTube and you fucking figure it out. There's videos to teach you everything. And so that's the mindset I have, is that if you don't know how to do something, don't let that be the determining factor of you not doing it.
Right.
Figure out how the fuck to do it and reach out to people. The internet is free. Research it.
It is 2022, bitch. Use Google.
Dude.
I hate when people ask me the simplest question. Like, dude, people will tweet me and just ask me something. I'm like, the amount of time it took you to type that to me, you could have typed into Google and you'd already have your fucking answer. Now you don't have to wait on me.
Yep.
Like, people just want everything handed to them, man. This is a whole nother rant, and I could really go on this, and I'm not going to, because I'm gonna keep it positive right now. But I could really go in on some people.
You know what it is. Desire to inspire. Like, subscribe, comment, do whatever you got to do. We're going to get to a new topic because we'll see you
I
all
don't want
next
to be
time.
mean. Peace.